I think Timmy is me as a kid a little bit. So when I wrote it, I didn't do that on purpose, but when I go back and I look at it, I see that his childhood is sort of like my childhood. So I lived a lot in my head, you know, writing and drawing. And so Timmy has his little imaginary world too, you know. He's a detective, but sort of the same idea. Yeah, so I think he's me. That's how I see it. I didn't cause any international incident. I still have time though. This is only the first day. I have 6 more days to try to do that. But no, I just got here late last night, and so far I've loved it. It's been a lot of fun. We went out last night to the bars, and then to the museums today, and the cathedral, and it's been great. Oh yeah, da and ne, right? Something like that, da, ne. Which is confusing because in Greek, I think yes is ne. Like, ohi is no, and I think yes is ne. And ne here is no, right? That's very confusing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, divorced parents. It's never really talked about in Timmy, but he only has a mom. His one friend is an overweight fat kid. That was my one friend. Yeah, smart in his own weird way, but sort of lost in his own head. Has a very lively imagination. So, and a little weird. I think that all applies to me. I did not have an imaginary friend though. No polar bear. It just makes me laugh. So Timmy, the name Timmy is a really cute name. It has sort of a connotation in America of wholesome, like just an all-American little kid. And then failure is such a blunt, harsh word. And when you put the two of them together, I like it. Like a sweet little name and then a blunt name. So Timmy Failure just made me laugh. So. Oh, Grumpy Teen, no, he doesn't age. So, I've never even said his age. I've seen articles where people say he's 8 years old, or 9 years old, or 10 years old. But I don't know where that came from because I've never said how old he is. So, but no, he doesn't age. So I think he'll always stay about that age. There'll probably be about 2 more books, or maybe 3. So that would put it up to, in the States and in Britain, it's up to book 6. Here I think it's book 3. 4. Okay, so so that would put me up to 9 books, 8 or 9. So yeah, and we sold the rights to Disney. So for the last 2 years, I've been writing the script with a famous American director, and so we're going to turn that into a movie. I mean, I really only write for myself. So when I write Timmy, it's no different than the comic strip. I just write to make myself laugh. But with kids' books, the only thing they asked me at the publishing house in the U.S. was, you can't have smoking, and you can't have drinking, and you can't swear. So those are the only 3 things they asked me to remove. But other than that, I do the same thing as I do with the comic strip. The difference more is just form. Because when you do a comic strip, all you have is 3 panels. So you have to be very brief. You can't use a lot of words. You just don't have the space. And then when you write a book, you have 300 pages. So it's huge. So that took some getting used to. Because I would be halfway through the book, and then I would go to write the next day. And I would literally, I don't do this anymore, but on the first Timmy, I would literally read the entire book up until that chapter before I would start writing that day. So I could remember, oh, Rollo is here now, or Timmy has a broken leg now, or so I would know where all the characters were. Otherwise, I would lose track. And with a comic strip, that never happens, because with a comic strip, the whole world is contained in just those 3 panels. But with a book, it's bigger. So, yeah. Yeah, it's for all ages because Timmy was in America and Britain. They put on the book ages 8 to 12, but so it's for little kids. So usually when I go on book tours in the United States or in Britain, it's all grade schools. So in America, we'd say 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. So I'm always speaking to little kids. So it's definitely for little kids. But I also think if you're an adult, there are adults who write to me and they read it just like they do the comic strip and they like it. Because I didn't write it for any certain age. I just wrote it to make myself laugh.